It's a bleak outlook from the top.
Today, 75 new opportunities for transmission to others. I think it'll get worse before it gets better.
Authorities say today's new cases are overwhelmingly from Melbourne's hotspot suburbs, where the virus is still being spread by people going out and hosting visitors, even when they have symptoms.
Is anybody doing the right thing? I don't think so.
I'm not going to any public areas, and I'm maintaining the social distance here.
Just walking around to the shops is a little bit apprehensive.
Australia's first saliva tests have been rolled out in Melbourne's west. It's less intrusive, but it won't replace the original throat and nose swab.
You have lower levels of virus in saliva compared to the nose. So it's not as good, but it's certainly better than no test at all.
Family outbreaks are spilling into schools. 8 more have recorded positive tests, some away from hotspots, including Port Phillip Specialist School in Port Melbourne and Queen of Peace Primary School in Altona Meadows.
You're not immune from catching coronavirus by virtue of the postcode that you live in, that the risk is throughout the state of Victoria.
Morning, how you going?
Good, thank you. School holidays mean more people moving around the state. The regional town of Ararat has no active cases, and they're trying to keep it that way by temperature checking visitors.
It puts our mind at ease as operators because we're not sure who's coming to stay with us.
Young people ignoring restrictions are partly to blame for the rapid spike. 37% of new cases are people in their 20s and 30s.
They can't dismiss it on the basis that they might have milder illness. Everyone's got parents, everyone's got elderly friends and neighbours, and no one wants to be in a position where you're killing a family member.
A big jump in cases also means a big jump in the number of close contacts that need to self-isolate. Currently, there are more than 2,000 people in self-isolation, and even with help from other states, Victoria is at its contract tracing limits. But while today's figures are concerning, authorities say they already have the answer. They just hope people will listen.
We know what will turn this around, and it's people stepping forward for testing, but also isolating when they've got symptoms. Whether or not it needs a legal direction, I think, is a conversation to be had over the next couple of days. We're not there yet.
Victoria's testing blitz will continue, with reinforcements from the ADF arriving in Melbourne late today. Bridget Rollison, ABC News, Melbourne.